Stability is Not Control series. Episode 9, Trust is Built Through Time. After talking about replacement and possibility, there is something we need to talk about that cannot be replaced quickly. Trust. People say, trust me. But trust isn't really something you can request. You can ask someone to give you a chance. You can ask them not to assume the worst. You can tell them your intentions, but deep trust comes from evidence. And evidence needs time. At the beginning of almost every relationship, people are mostly dealing with potential. You see how someone speaks, how they behave, what they say they believe, how they present themselves. You form an impression, but an impression isn't history. History comes later. What happens when there is conflict? What happens when they are angry? What happens when they have an opportunity to betray you? What happens when you have nothing useful to give them? What happens when somebody else speaks badly about you? What happens when money is involved? What happens when they are jealous? What happens when you succeed? What happens when you fail? What happens when they have more power than you? What happens when you have more power than them? That's when character becomes easier to see. Life tests people without asking permission. And those tests build information. Sometimes someone surprises you in a good way. You think they will disappear when life becomes difficult. They stay. You expect them to choose themselves. They protect you too. They could use something private against you. They don't. Someone offers them something at your expense. They refuse. You make a mistake. They are angry, but they don't try to destroy you. Those moments become evidence, and evidence accumulates. That's what makes long relationships valuable when they are healthy. Not simply because they are old. Time alone proves nothing. You can know somebody for 20 years and still not trust them. You can spend decades around someone who repeatedly lies. History is not automatically positive. What matters is what the history contains. Was the person consistent? Did they show up? Did they take responsibility? Did they keep things private when they should? Did they protect your dignity during conflict? Did they admit when they were wrong? Did they become dangerous every time they were disappointed? Did they only stay while you were useful? That is the record, and the record matters. This is why replacing proven people casually can be expensive. A new person may be wonderful, but they are untested. That isn't an insult. Every trusted person was once untested. It simply means there are things time has not shown you yet. Sometimes people mistake intensity for trust. You meet someone, you talk all night, you tell each other everything. You feel understood. You think, I've never connected with anyone like this. That feeling can be real, but connection and reliability are different things. Someone can understand you beautifully and still betray you. Someone can have incredible chemistry with you and still be irresponsible. Someone can make you feel safe for 3 months because no serious test has happened yet. Trust is not only how someone makes you feel when everything is going well. Trust is what their behavior teaches you over time. And there is another side to it. Sometimes people expect trust after repeatedly damaging it. They say, why don't you trust me? Maybe because trust remembers. You cannot demand that someone's nervous system, judgment, and memory ignore what happened simply because you want a fresh start. Repair is possible sometimes, but repair needs new evidence, not pressure. If I lied 10 times and then tell you now, trust me this time, my sentence is weaker than my history. If I want the history to change, I have to create a new pattern long enough that the evidence starts changing. That takes patience. And people who genuinely want repair usually understand that. They don't only ask, when are you going to trust me again? They ask, what do I need to do consistently so that trust has a reason to return? That's a completely different attitude. Trust is also not blind. Sometimes we romanticize trust as never questioning anything. I don't think that's healthy. Trust can include awareness. You can trust somebody and still have boundaries. You can trust somebody and still notice when their behavior changes. You can trust somebody and still ask questions. Blindness is not loyalty. A stable relationship doesn't require you to stop thinking. Actually, good trust often gives you more freedom to think because you don't have to constantly defend the relationship from every question. If something looks wrong, you can discuss it. If there's a misunderstanding, you can clarify it. If something genuinely happened, you can deal with it. Trust doesn't mean nothing bad could ever happen. It means, based on what I know about this person, I have reason to believe they will deal with me honestly. And those reasons should come from somewhere. This is why difficult periods can sometimes strengthen a relationship, not because suffering is automatically good, but because challenges reveal things that easy periods cannot. You learn who panics, who disappears, who becomes selfish, who stays calm, who protects everyone, who lies, who admits fear, who takes responsibility, who turns on people when things go wrong, who can disagree without becoming cruel. You start knowing the person instead of only knowing the version presented during good times. And that knowledge has value, not permanent value. Nobody gets unlimited credit because they were good once. People can change, trust can be lost. A long history does not excuse current harm, but neither should we pretend history means nothing. If someone has shown you reliability for years, that evidence deserves consideration. If somebody has shown you betrayal for years, that evidence deserves consideration too. Stability requires memory. Otherwise, every charming new person and every convincing new story gets the same weight as years of proven behavior. That's not open-mindedness, that's ignoring evidence. So maybe the question isn't, do I trust this person? Maybe the better question is, what has this person consistently shown me? Because trust should not depend only on promises. Promises tell you what someone wants you to believe. Time shows you what they repeatedly choose to be.